There's one thing you should know about me.
I specialize in a very specific type of security. Subconscious security.
You're talking about dreams?
Was it more complex in the film? I'd say probably, because when you're able to watch a film, you have these reference points, and that's why Chris was very specific about shooting in 6 different locations around the world, to give the audience those reference points as we're going deeper and deeper into 4 stages of the human subconscious. You need to immediately identify what those places are, and so to read those things just on a page becomes very complex and very hard to follow. But when you're in the theater and immersed in that environment, you're able to see how all these plot points push one another and how they add gravity and intensity to one another. And that's the magic of cinema, and that's the magic of movie making. Things become more tangible, things become more immersive when you're seeing them in a visual world like that.
Le script ressemblait vraiment au film, mais c'est vrai que quand on lit un scénario comme ça, comme on n'a pas de repère visuel, et qu'on ne sait pas évidemment ce que sera l'objet final, et qu'on n'a pas de repère, c'est ça. C'était un scénario assez complexe à lire. D'ailleurs, je l'ai lu 2 fois, la première fois que je l'ai lu. Et puis après, pendant le travail, j'ai dû le lire. Je pense que c'est un des scénarios que j'ai le plus lu en période de préparation et en période de travail sur un film. Mais c'était exactement ce qu'il y avait ce qu'il y a au final. On a eu beaucoup de discussions avec lui parce que c'est vrai qu'il nous ouvrait un monde qu'il a imaginé et créé lui-même. Et il a une imagination vraiment hors du commun, très créative. Et on a eu besoin d'avoir des clés pour rentrer dans cet univers. Et donc, en préparation, on lui a posé beaucoup de questions. Questions auxquelles il a répondu, dans leur complexité parfois. Et parfois, les réponses à ces questions n'amenaient pas forcément une compréhension, mais amenaient le fait que on n'avait pas forcément besoin de tout comprendre. Et puis surtout, toutes les interrogations qu'on avait sur la crédibilité des choses, parfois, dont on a beaucoup parlé avec lui, et la façon dont il nous a rassurés, et de voir au final qu'effectivement, il avait raison, qu'il y a vraiment une structure qui fonctionne tellement parfaitement que c'était une expérience assez intense et très surprenante au final. Et même quand on voit le film, alors qu'on en fait partie, on est surpris par des choses.
Mr. Cobb has a job offer he would like to discuss with you.
Like a work placement?
Not exactly. One of the first things he said to me when we started working together was, look, I'm hiring you to help me navigate Cobb's journey within this dreamscape. You know, both of us have a weird aversion to science fiction, ironically. He does science fiction films, but he likes to ground them in a different type of reality. He needs to have the emotional connection to the characters and the places and the world that he creates. I feel like isn't that hard of a leap of faith to take as an audience member. And he said to me, I want you to create a cathartic journey for your character. I want him to go through a therapy in this film, and we need to create something together here. And so we created this sort of insane backstory for Cobb that led us deeper and deeper and deeper down the road of what ultimately his journey is in this movie.
What's she doing there? Just head back to the room. All right, I'll take care of this.
Okay, make sure you do. We're here to work.
If I jumped, would I survive?
A clean dive, perhaps. Oh, what are you doing here?
I thought you might be missing me.
You know that I am. I can't trust you anymore.
I think so, and I think that it's my favorite type of film in a lot of ways because I keep talking about Fellini's 8.5 and that dreamscape, but it allows you as an audience member to completely disconnect yourself from reality. And this is the perfect kind of deconstruction of a narrative because you have to take a leap of faith. You have to not necessarily understand everything that you're seeing. And my character in this film is completely unreliable as a narrator. He's completely untrustworthy as a protagonist. So when you have, you know, a character like that, it's I don't know, it's an amazing thing to just to be a part of because there's a lot of different ways to interpret the story. And it's immersive because, you know, you feel attached to it. It's, yeah, I agree with what you're saying anyways, is the long and short of it.
We bring the subject into that dream, and they fill it with their secrets.
Then you break in and steal it.
Well, it's not strictly speaking legal.
It's called Inception.
I suppose I do, very subliminally. I read a lot about dream analysis for this film. I read up on Freud and Jung and tried to have a traditional approach to preparation for this film. But I quickly realized that this was Chris Nolan's dream world and he had his own set of rules. And it made me sort of feel that there is no specific science to dream analysis, that it is up to the individual to try to be in touch with what we suppress, these thoughts or emotions that we have during the day that we suppress that come about during the dreamscape. And we should pay attention to those things because a lot of profound ideas and a lot of revelations about who we are come to fruition during those times, I think.
J'ai toujours été assez attentive à mes rêves, en fait, parce que j'ai la chance de me souvenir de presque tous mes rêves. Parce que j'ai fait des recherches sur techniquement comment ça se passait, est-ce que tout le monde rêve. Et effectivement, tout le monde rêve, il y a juste des personnes qui ne se souviennent pas de leurs rêves. Et j'ai noté pendant quelques années mes rêves, parce que j'avais des rêves assez intenses, assez particuliers. Mais en tout cas, j'ai appris techniquement comment ça se passe. Mais j'ai toujours eu vraiment une attention particulière à ce monde mystérieux.
I have it under control. I'd hate to see out of control.
I think he does what he loves to do. He's vigilant about that. But he also simultaneously doesn't underestimate the audience and he challenges them. And I think a lot of people would ask him at great length whether or not they felt like people would understand what he was trying to attempt in this film. And I think each and every time he said, I'm not gonna discount not necessarily the intelligence of an audience, but the ability for an audience to immerse themselves in this world. And I'm gonna go for everything that I want. And he doesn't cut any corners in that respect. So for that reason, I respect him a lot.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.